Did you know that Alcatraz was so secure that even Houdini himself wouldn't have been able to escape? The Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary, also known as The Rock, was a maximum security prison that housed some of the most notorious criminals in American history. The prison was built on an island in San Francisco Bay, surrounded by treacherous waters that made it almost impossible to escape. Its design included high walls, guard towers, and constant surveillance, including searchlights that would illuminate the entire perimeter of the island at night. The prison was also equipped with an alarm system that would sound if anyone attempted to escape, making it one of the most secure prisons in the world. Yet in 1962, 3 inmates, Frank Morris, John Anglin, and Clarence Anglin, all serving time for bank robbery, managed to escape from their cells and pulled off one of the most daring prison escapes in history. Have you ever wondered how the 3 inmates managed to break out of the so-called inescapable Alcatraz prison? The prison was designed to be unbreakable, and the guards were some of the most highly trained and experienced in the country. The prisoners were under constant surveillance, and any attempt to escape was met with swift and severe punishment. Despite these measures, however, Morris and the Anglin brothers managed to outsmart the system and create a plan that allowed them to escape undetected. They used tools made from spoons and other materials to dig through the walls of their cells, and made decoy heads from soap, toilet paper, and human hair to fool the guards into thinking they were still in their cells. They had managed to create a hole big enough to crawl through, and the 3 inmates then climbed through the ventilation shafts and made their way to the roof of the prison. From there, they made their way down to the ground using improvised ropes made from bed sheets. They made their way to the shore, where they had stashed their makeshift raft made from raincoats to escape in the cold, dark waters of the bay. Until over 50 years later, when a letter arrived at the FBI San Francisco office, it was postmarked from Brazil and purportedly written by one of the escapees, John Anglin. In the letter, John claimed that he and his brother, as well as Frank Morris, had all survived and had been living in the United States for a number of years before fleeing to South America. He even included a hand-drawn map of the area where they were supposedly living. The letter reportedly included a proposal for the escapees to surrender to the authorities, with a condition that they receive medical treatment for the illnesses they had developed since their daring escape from Alcatraz. Additionally, the letter allegedly stated that the escapees sought immunity in exchange for turning themselves in. After receiving a letter from an escaped convict 50 years later, one can only imagine what the FBI's reaction was. Did they scramble to track down the escaped prisoner, or did they simply brush it off as a prank? The FBI was skeptical and conducted an investigation into its authenticity. They analyzed the handwriting and conducted DNA tests on the envelope and stamp, but they were unable to conclusively prove that the letter was written by John Anglin. Nevertheless, the letter reignited public interest in the Alcatraz escape and the possibility that one or more of the escapees may still be alive. The fact that someone would go to such lengths to claim responsibility for the escape after so many years only adds to the legend of the Alcatraz escape. The Alcatraz escape of 1962 is a story that has captured the imagination of people around the world for over 5 decades. The daring plan concocted to escape from one of the most secure prisons in the world has been the subject of numerous books, movies, and documentaries, with each new interpretation from Alcatraz continuing to add and be a part of criminal folklore. Over the years, there have been many theories about what happened to Morris, John, and Clarence Anglin after their escape. Some believe that they drowned in the treacherous waters surrounding Alcatraz, while others think that they may have made it to freedom and started new lives under assumed identities. Despite the FBI's ongoing investigation into the case, no concrete evidence has ever been found to confirm either theory, leaving the true fate of the escapees a mystery. The fact that one of the escapees allegedly sent a letter to the FBI over 50 years later has only added to the mystique surrounding the case. Whether or not the letter is authentic, it's a testament to the enduring fascination that the Alcatraz escape holds for people all around the world. The escape has become a symbol of the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the human spirit, and a reminder that even in the most seemingly secure of environments, there is always the possibility of escaping one's personal confines. If you're as impressed as we are with the daring escape from Alcatraz, give us a thumbs up like you're signaling to your accomplices to meet you at the boat. And don't forget to subscribe so you can join us on our next escape mission.